typically go to the doctor when you are sick, but not when it comes to your skin. There's this understanding recently that we have to go to the dermatologist to care for our skin day to day, and I'm here to challenge that. Dermatologists are trained to treat skin diseases. Their expertise lie in diagnosing conditions, prescribing medications, and utilizing medical devices to address acute skin issues. But that evolved over time to now just injections of Botox and fillers, lasers, peels, microdermabrasions, you name it. But here's my question. If your skin isn't sick, why are you treating it like it is? In my 28-year experience, I found that to be the very cause of many of my clients' skin concerns. Truth is, many people don't need medical grade interventions to have great skin. The opposite is actually true. The more you mess with your skin, especially early on in life, the worse it is later on, and I've seen it with my own eyes hundreds of times over. What your dermatologist isn't taught is the deep connection between skin and what you put in your body, as well as the very need for basics, your hydration, your moisture, your protection. Those are the absolute basics. You don't need aggressive interventions, but of course, they're not going to tell you that. When you go to medical school for a number of years, learn how to conduct all these aggressive treatments, you're not going to graduate and then tell everybody not to get them. Today, I'll be talking about popular treatments that can cause so much more harm than good in the long term. And don't worry, I'll actually give you smarter and better alternatives that can support your skin for the long term. Go with it, not against it. All right, let's start with the biggest money maker in the beauty industry. Probably guessed it, it's Botox and filler. It's so easy to see why Botox and fillers are so popular. A few injections and suddenly your skin is smoother, your cheeks are plumper, and your face looks refreshed. But what most people don't realize is that these treatments don't stop aging, they accelerate it. All right, let's break it down and see what happens underneath the skin. Obviously, Botox does not affect the skin in any way. It is injected in the muscle. Botox paralyzes muscles, which prevents movement, but over time, those muscles shrink from disuse. Less muscle means more sagging once the effects wear off. So in addition to causing muscle atrophy, adding to your toxic load, because Botox is a toxin, Botox also has been shown to cause bone resorption, and that is the acceleration of bone loss, which happens over time. But once you start getting Botox, you're going to start experiencing faster bone loss, and bone is a structure that the skin depends on to stay plump and fuller looking. So less bone, more sagging skin. Let's talk about filler. They say that it can be dissolved. It never really goes away. With your facial expressions, filler migrates. It gets all over. Yes, some of it might get dissolved, but not all of it. And you end up looking really bumpy and lumpy. It just never looks right in the long term. You keep in mind, you have the one phase. Think about what it's gonna look 10, 20, 30 years from now. Filler stretches the skin like an overfilled balloon. When it dissolves, your skin is left looser than before, leading to more wrinkles, not fewer. I've seen this so many times with lip lines. So all these girls that are getting their lips filled early on, in late teens and early 20s, they're inflating it so much, stretching that tissue. In your 30s, you're gonna start seeing those dreaded lip lines, which you're not supposed to be getting until probably your 50s. Bottom line, Botox and filler are not anti-aging. They don't improve your skin in any way. They just give you the illusion of youthfulness temporarily. So you end up spending hundreds or thousands of dollars on short-term gratification while not paying attention to your actual skin quality, collagen, elastin, all these things that are truly going to show youth in later decades. Now, let's talk about smarter alternatives. Instead of freezing and filling your face, focus on supporting your skin's natural firmness and elasticity. First, try red light therapy, which stimulates collagen without damage. You can do facial exercises, which keep your muscles toned and lifted. You can also try collagen boosting nutrients like marine collagen, NMN, peptides, all of which support firmer, youthful skin from the inside out. Your skin is not sick. It does not need interventions and corrections. All it needs is the right support to maintain its structure and its barrier layer so it can stay vibrant and firm for the long term. All right, the second set of treatments that's making your dermatologist rich but your skin worse off are aggressive chemical peels and laser resurfacing treatments. So if you've ever been told that the secret to glowing skin is to peel off layers of it, I need you to hear this. Your skin is not a countertop that needs sanding. Chemical peels and laser resurfacing might make your skin look instantly brighter, but the long-term effects can be devastating, especially if overused. All right, let's talk about what happens under the skin. First, these treatments strip off your protective barrier layer, leaving your skin vulnerable to many issues, including hyperpigmentation and sensitivity. That is especially true for darker skin tones. It also leaves you vulnerable to irritation, inflammation, and environmental aggressors. So you're essentially aging much faster. Over-exfoliating weakens the skin's ability to repair itself, leading to premature aging, chronic dryness, and long-term sensitivity. Now, lasers can cause long-term inflammation, which contributes to accelerated collagen breakdown instead of protecting it. And the irony is, I've seen this many times. People who start off, especially in young age, with these treatments end up needing more to correct because their skin ends up being reactive, in need of more care and more treatments. All right, so let's talk about some smarter alternatives. Instead of going really aggressive with that exfoliation, you can still exfoliate, but more gently using enzymes and alpha hydroxy acids in lower concentrations. This keeps your skin really smooth and soft and supple. It's able to absorb all the treatments that you apply to it without causing irritation, inflammation, and all those issues that we discussed before. And while doing that, you want to be supporting that layer, the top barrier layer, with ingredients like ceramides, jojoba oil. Barrier repair serum is the perfect serum for that. Squalane can do a really beautiful job as well. Microcurrent and nanocurrents, I have videos about that. It can actually help stimulate muscle tone, skin tone, so they help with that additional firmness of the skin without causing trauma. Your skin is perfectly designed to repair itself. The job of skincare tools and interventions should be to enhance its function, not disrupt it. All right, let's talk about our third and last dermatologist intervention that leaves your skin vulnerable for the long term. I hope you never have to start this, and it's steroids. If you've ever been prescribed steroids for any condition like acne, eczema, and so on, you probably experienced fast relief. But what happened when you stopped them? If you've ever had an experience with steroids, please let me know in the comments. For myself, I had perioral dermatitis about 20 years ago. My dermatologist prescribed antibiotics and steroids, and I was not about to do either. That's when I started delving really deep into finding the root cause, because I did not want to sacrifice health for beauty. And I'm glad I did, because I was able to manage this condition for over 20 years. And I have a video about perioral dermatitis. If you suffer from that, please find that video. Now, let's make something clear. Steroids do not heal the skin, they suppress symptoms. This means the issue is not resolved. You're still dealing with that root cause that's going to continue to be manifested as eczema or other skin conditions. And the second you stop those steroids, the condition reappears worse than before. Let's visit a few of the long-term side effects of steroids. They thin the skin over time, making it fragile and prone to irritation. They disrupt the skin's microbiome, which can lead to chronic inflammation and more breakouts. They also cause rebound flare-ups, which means the second you stop them, your skin freaks out, keeping you dependent on the cream. They can even suppress adrenal function when used too often, affecting your body's ability to regulate inflammation naturally. Not worth it. Let's talk about smarter and safer alternatives to steroids. So if you're struggling with inflammation or chronic skin issues, look at the bigger picture. Heal your gut. It's all about the gut. Your skin is a reflection of what's going on the inside. You don't fix it, you're gonna struggle for the long term. Use natural anti-inflammatories that can actually help you fix that inflammation at the root. Aloe vera, L-glutamine, colloidal oatmeal, turmeric, and omega-3 fatty acids. And don't forget those probiotics, because they're going to help your gut function, which is going to reflect in great skin. And of course, support your skin barrier as much as possible, because it's going to be less inflamed, less irritated, and it will start healing on its own. And remember, your skin is designed to heal itself. It can self-repair. You just have to allow it to create that environment. Stop disrupting it, it's going to start healing. Now, let's make one thing clear. Dermatologists are extremely valuable in diagnosing and treating skin diseases. If you have a serious skin condition, please consult your dermatologist. But in my professional opinion, and from all the expertise I've accumulated over 28 years dealing with consumers, dermatologist approach is way too aggressive and unnecessary. Their training is focused on devices, medications, and prescriptions, not on skin biology, lifestyle, and the impact of nutrition on your skin. And that's exactly why so many people find themselves trapped in this cycle of treatments that end up never working. What your skin absolutely needs is education. You need to understand skin biology and what it actually needs to thrive, and how to support it without exposing it to damaging treatments. So, before booking your next appointment, I want you to ask yourself this question. Are you treating your skin like a medical condition that needs intervention? Or are you supporting your skin's natural ability to self-repair and regenerate? If you're ready to take control of your skin, not damage it, and let it self-repair, Functional Beauty is for you. Stick around so you can learn how to treat your skin the functional beauty way. Now, tell me in the comments, have you ever gotten a treatment that has done more harm than good? I'd love to hear from you. Until the next video, be well, be safe, be beautiful, take care.